Good evening, everyone. My name is Pallavi. Wait, my full name is Chamarthi Pallavi Rao Narvekar. It doesn't fit into the passport, God damn it. Technically, I'm somewhere from close to Vijayawada, a village called Chamarthi. But for all practical purposes, I'm a Delhi wali. We've all had a chai break. Now it's time for a movie. It's a 3-hour movie concised into 18 minutes. Let's see how concise can I make it further. I'll begin from the very beginning. The story begins at the age of, let's say, 10 years, when I was about 10 years old. And that is when I fell in love with radio. You know, the small little black transistor, National Panasonic, that my father used to listen to, the 11 o'clock news bulletin, and listening to a Barun Haldar. This love for radio actually became a passion and led to an obsession. So much so that from the age of, from the class 6 onwards, I was obsessed with the magic of sound, the magic of voice. How a simple voice coming from a small little radio set could capture millions of people's attention and love. I was obsessed to the extent that I would read hoardings on the roads, read them aloud. And I would be after my father, who was a sports editor of the Hindustan Times. My Ammamma had done radio too, done Telugu plays in Delhi. We were one of the first Telugu families of Delhi, apparently. And my mother had a passion for voice. So taking from there, I wanted to do radio. And I used to be after my father, please take me along, tell them my daughter will read the script for me today. Of course, my father supported, encouraged, but never helped me. He took me, left me at AIR and said, that's the reception, go find your way. To cut 10 years short, because of the 20-minute constraint, I started when I was barely out of college. And I'm not lying when I say that anything that I touched used to turn into gold. Any place I went, I would get work like that. Because I had the confidence, because I had the love for the voice and for this microphone. Anywhere I went. All India Radio, Doordarshan, AIR FM, 102.6, FM Gold, Hindi radio jockey, English newsreader, with radio, with television, ZTV, Star Plus, radio commercials, TV commercials, emceeing like Rohini, hosting New Year parties, launching stores, fashion shows, you name it. I said no to not a single piece of work that came my way. It was a golden period of my life. Marriage never had any time. I didn't have time for marriage. And amongst all my friends, I had the best and the most celebrated career. And then I turned around 30. And that's when the hormones started working and I wanted to get married. I couldn't find a guy of my choice in my circle of friends because obviously by then everyone was married, they had kids. And so on my brother's insistence, we put an ad in jeevansathi.com and I found my made-to-order husband, height according to my choice, career according to my choice, kind of family according to my choice. But I had no idea that I'd get married to Rahul Narvekar, a madman, who left Bombay to join me in Delhi because my career was all set here. And he was once again starting from scratch after his startup had gone up and had crashed down. So he said, okay, I'll change the city, I'll come to Delhi. He came to Delhi, we got married. And then the biggest boom happened in India. Private FM was launched. Radio Mirchi happened. And as I said, confidence ki mujhe kabhi kami nahi thi. So I took the audition, got selected out of 3,000 in the city, and landed up with the most important show of the radio station, which was the evening drive time. It was called Bumper to Bumper. I changed from Pallavi to Pallo. And when I say, when I'm narrating the story, please take it as a melodramatic film, like a proper filmy story. Don't think of it as if I'm praising myself. Because frankly speaking, मैं अपनी story सुन के खुद ही हैरान रहती हूँ, चकाचौंध हो जाती हूँ कि ऐसी कमबख्त स्टोरी किसकी हो सकती है, ये रियल लाइफ स्टोरी कैसे हो सकती है. So there I was. I became a mini celebrity, or should I say, Pallo became a mini celebrity of Delhi. I had a fan following like crazy. Rahul and I were page 3 personalities. And then hormones struck. I wanted to be a mother. And I got pregnant. Interestingly, when I joined Mirchi after a few months, not after a few months, after the year or so, I had taken the work, I used to take my work very seriously. So I took the work so seriously that the pressure of numbers, the pressure of listenership, everything got on to me. I couldn't handle that stress. And I remember one evening when after my show, which got over at 9 p.m., I was cleaning up the studio, saying tata for the night. And I was so hassled that night. I was talking to myself and I said, hey Bhagwan, मुझे रेडियो करना है, हफ्ते में 5 दिन 4 घंटे का शो करना है, लेकिन मैं थक गई, बर्न आउट हो गई. आई नीड अ ब्रेक. कुछ ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि कुछ हो जाए कि ब्रेक भी मिल जाए, नौकरी भी रहे, जॉगिंग भी रहे, पर मुझे एक छोटा सा ब्रेक मिल जाए. अब उस वक्त क्या हुआ, मुझे ये नहीं पता था कि स्टूडियो में कोई था. Someone was listening and that person said, Tathastu. I got to know I was pregnant. I had to take a break. I took that small break, got back on air, went back, delivered Rian, and was taking my maternity leave. About a month or so after Rian was born, as I said, ड्रामा मुझे पसंद है. सो एक दिन रियान को गोद में लेके घर में लोरी सुना रही थी उसे. लोरी सुनाते सुनाते मेरे कानों में किसी के तुतलाने की आवाज़ आई. ये किसकी आवाज़? ये आवाज़ तो मेरी थी. मैंने रियान को अपनी माँ और अपनी सासू माँ को पकड़ाया. आई वेंट टू द वॉशरूम, लुक्ड इनटू द मिरर एंड सेड द सेम लाइन अगेन. आप सुन रहे हैं बम्पर टू बम्पर रेडियो मिर्ची 98.3 FM पर, और मैं हूँ आपके साथ हर शाम की तरह पल्लो. एक्सेप्ट ये लाइन ख़त्म करने से पहले मैं तुतलाने लगी. आई वेंट कोल्ड फ्रॉम हेड टू टो. आई रश टू माई गायनी. द गायनी सेड बकवास, ये पोस्टपार्टम वीकनेस है. मैंने बोला नहीं, मैं एक सेंटेंस ठीक से बात करती हूँ, दूसरे सेंटेंस में मैं तुतला रही हूँ. She got a newspaper. I read the newspaper. One para was fine. Next para onwards, I started slurring big time. She stood up and said, बेटा अब आप घर नहीं जा रहे हो, यहाँ से सीधा अपोलो, डॉक्टर विनीत सूरी, न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट. दिमाग में कुछ पंगा है, is what she told the assistant doctor. I rushed to Apollo with my brother and my husband. Dr. Vinay Suri asked for the symptoms, sent me to the room next door, and within about 25 minutes, the verdict was out. I got to know a term which I had heard of. In fact, all three of us had heard of, but उस नाम के साथ सिर्फ एक नाम जुड़ा था, वो था अमिताभ बच्चन. I was told that I am suffering from something called myasthenia gravis. Myasthenia gravis is a very rare autoimmune disorder. बहुत कम हम जैसे लोग हैं जिन्हें ये प्राप्त होता है. ये कमबख्त बीमारी बहुत अजीब सी है. बात करते करते तुतलाना शुरू कर दोगे, चलते चलते पैर खिसकना शुरू कर देगा, लिखते लिखते हाथ ढीले पड़ जाएंगे, ज़्यादा देर देखते रहोगे तो एक आँख का शटर बंद हो जाएगा। बाकी सांस नहीं ले पाते क्योंकि सांस लेते लेते लंग्स वीक हो जाते हैं। सो बाकी सब ठीक है, बस ये थोड़े से सिम्टम्स। मैंने डॉक्टर से सिंपल सी बात पूछी, व्हेन विल आई बी एबल टू टॉक प्रॉपर्ली, स्पीक टू माई चाइल्ड एंड गो बैक ऑन एयर? He said, medicines. I said, fine. Took medicines, steroids, nothing happened. It started increasing even more. It started deteriorating further. To cut a very long story short, steroids did not work. Thymoma was suggested. So I got an open heart surgery. Thymoma, thymus gland removed. I had a baby who was barely 3 months old. दूध वोध पिलाना तो हुआ ही नहीं, नथिंग। पेडी श्योर कि भरोसे मेरा बच्चा बड़ा हुआ। आफ्टर द सर्जरी, obviously I was on bed. It was a proper open heart. So मैंने बोला चलो ये भी चलता है, इसके आगे बताओ मैं ऑन एयर कब जाऊँगी। Now the doctor who had performed the surgery, Dr. Baba Das, was a big fan of mine. He said, अरे January, you'll be back on bumper to bumper. I said, fine. अब मैं बैठी हूँ बिस्तर पे हॉस्पिटल में। One doctor comes and says, biopsy करनी है। तो करो। अब myasthenia gravis happens to 1 in 10,000 people. उनमें से भी रेयर है that some myasthenics, in some myasthenics, it is accompanied by thymoma. अभी थाइमोमा जहाँ नाम सुनते हैं तो मुझे राजेश खन्ना की आनंद याद आती है। मोमा मतलब कैंसर। तो मैं बोले ये क्या, ये तो नहीं हो सकता। So the doctor came and said, yes, confirmed thymoma. So, wow. I remember the night, the evening when the doctor came and said it was thymoma. Rahul had a very important meeting at night. ड्रामा की तो आदत थी। मैंने बोला रुको, उसको अपनी मीटिंग करने दो, डील क्रैक करने दो, रात को उसको बात बताऊंगी। सो आई मैसेज हिम, ऐसे रात को आज चाहे कितनी भी देर हो आके मुझको मिलना अपोलो में। ऐसे ठीक है। सो ही केम एट 11 o'clock in the night and only I knew at that time that I had to be treated for thymoma, which meant chemo and radiation. So when Rahul came, I was wondering कि मैं अपने माँ को, भाई को, राहुल को कैसे बताऊँ, कैसे रिएक्ट करेंगे वो। Keeping in mind that Rian was 3.5 months old then, I made Rahul sit on the bed and I told him, oh, 5 minutes left. I told him, it's cancer. He said, okay, next क्या करना है? And that is when I said, damn, actually, next क्या करना है? We went through radiation and chemotherapy. I was fit and fine. I did not question the doctor, why me? The doctor said that my voice cannot come back because my left vocal cord had gotten paralyzed during the surgery. I would never go back on air. ये बात मुझे जब कोई कह दे कि ये नहीं हो सकता तो ना कुछ मचल सी जाती हूँ मैं। मतलब ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा, रेडियो पे तो वापस जाना है। After radiation, chemo and that surgery, I went back on air thanks to Pavan, my yoga guy. He would come at 5 in the morning, make me do my exercises, good food, nutrition, sleep. I did everything right. I went back on air. I went back on air with a bang. However, I couldn't sustain the show for too long because एक ही vocal cord था ना, उसे बोला कृपा करो, इतना काम मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा. That year, thanks to Rahul, I ran the 7-kilometer Airtel marathon. The next year, I ran the 21 kilometers. Only because of Rahul, because he said, it's all in the mind. I was fit, fine, and my taught best, physically fit. One night, Rian को कहानी सुना दी थी, और कहानी सुनाते सुनाते आई हर्ड अ स्लर। ये कौन बोला? ये तो फिर मेरी आवाज़ थी। Rushed to the doctor. Thymoma had struck again. This time behind my left lung. Surgery, 5 tumors removed, and the left diaphragm cut, a part of it, which is still cut and it has come upstairs, come a little upper. That's when I questioned. I said, इस बार तो मैंने खाना अच्छा खाया, thoughts अच्छे थे, fit fat थी, तो ये क्यों आया? तब मेरा जर्नी स्टार्ट हुआ रेकी, पास्ट लाइफ, द चिंग बैंग, ऑल्टरनेट थेरेपीज, सब कुछ हुआ। कुछ के सवाल को जवाब मिले, कईयों के नहीं मिले। बट देन आफ्टर रेडिएशन, आफ्टर कीमो, आफ्टर द bald patch, I was fine. 2015, I went for the routine MRI. इस बार उन्होंने बोला कि शायद कुछ स्पॉट्स हैं राइट लंग पे। हमें बोला ये शायद का क्या मतलब होता है कि नहीं है? तो डॉक्टर्स couldn't decide. So they said, to be on the safe side, we will have to do a surgery. So one surgery on the right lung, the cancer, whatever, was removed. Luckily, no radiation, no chemo. अब तक कीमो ने तो मेरी ऐसी बैंड बजाई कि बॉडी में ताकत, इम्यूनिटी कुछ नहीं था, ढांचा. So much so that the immunity had gone so down that in 2015, I was struck by something called myasthenia crisis, where you cannot breathe. It's a mini paralysis. You can't speak, you can't chew, you can't eat, you can't swallow, you can't talk, you can't breathe. Emergency, मैं emergency में नहीं जाती. मैं किसी भी हॉस्पिटल के रूम में जाती नहीं. जब जाती हूँ सीधे ICU में जाती हूँ. ICU में गई, ICU में जाके myasthenia crisis, IVIG स्पेशल उसका एक रूटीन होता है प्रोसेस. वहाँ पे आई वॉज इन द स्ट्रोक ICU. अब स्ट्रोक ICU में क्या है कि सब लोग वहाँ पे बेहोश पड़े हैं, सब कोमा में हैं. मैं अकेली वहाँ पे जो पूरी तरह से कॉन्शियस थी. माई फिंगर्स वर नॉट वर्किंग, माई थम वॉज, आई हैड द फोन इन हैंड, एंड वन नाइट आउट ऑफ शेयर बोरियत आई सॉ दिस न्यू पेशेंट कमिंग विद हिज वाइफ. And I started messaging what I saw to my husband who was waiting downstairs in the waiting room. लिखते लिखते पूरी रात निकल गई. सुबह वो कहानी ख़त्म हुई. When I sent it to Rahul, he said, और लिख. दिमाग खराब है, मैं स्ट्रोक ICU में हूँ, मेरे को आधी चीज़ें समझ नहीं आ रही हैं. But then I actually realized that each bed in the ICU had a beautiful story, a love story. And I sat down there and wrote 6 or 7 of them. It's called ICU Love Stories. Once I came back home, Rahul said, और लिख, किताब छापते हैं और अपोलो में जाके लॉन्च करेंगे. मैंने बोला मुझे माफ़ करो, मुझे नहीं करना. You got to be careful about what you say. Next year, 2016, I was struck by a lung failure, type 2 lung failure. Doctors ने बोला thank you हो गया. Dr. Chawla said just a few months, and even for those few months, she has to get a tracheostomy here. This I did not know. But the doctor said ये करना है, पीछे में hole, one pipe, and that's how she's got to live for a few months. Rahul took special permission from the doctor and said, 4 दिन वेट कर सकते हैं. He said, 4 दिन वेट करो, 2 दिन वेट करो, करना तो है. He said, it's a birthday. So can we cut a cake on the birthday? उसके बाद आप कर लो. Doctor said, fine. Birthday in those 4 days. Rahul somehow published those stories and put them in a book and got it to the ICU. I was in a half delirious state on a ventilator. I vaguely remember Rian coming into the ICU, me cutting a cake. I remember that the nurse that day had made 2 pigtails for me because it was my birthday. And we launched the book. in the ICU the next year. It's on Amazon. So, to round it up, time up, rise above. क्या सीख क्या है मेरी ज़िंदगी से? सबसे बड़ी सीख ये कि ये मेरे साथ कभी नहीं हो सकता तो सोचना ही नहीं. ज़िंदगी में किसके साथ क्या हो, यू नेवर नो. एक और बड़ी सीख, मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस पक्का करा लो. People ask me, people tell me, you are inspiration. You are such an inspirational story. Make it inspiration, कुछ नहीं. People say, oh, you're such a strong woman. अरे मुझे माफ करो, मैं strong नहीं हूँ. मैं, I think, stubborn हूँ, ज़िद्दी हूँ. जब कोई कुछ कहता है कि ये नहीं हो सकता, सोचना पड़ता है कि क्या सच में नहीं हो सकता. अगर कैंसर है, so the way Rahul said that day, कि next क्या? You have to trust the medical fraternity. You have to trust the medicines. And of course, ज़िद्दी बनना है. जिस दिन उस डॉक्टर ने कहा, she'll never go back on air, I turned around and told my mother, I'm going to prove this doctor wrong. How dare he say, I cannot go back on air? He said one vocal cord is paralyzed. Why could he not say that the second vocal cord is working? आज मैं अगर यहाँ खड़ी हूँ, and I'm telling you the story, it is because of that second vocal cord, right? Why did the doctor not say that? So, in whatever be the situation, just see the positives. I have been very, very lucky because I have had a tremendous support system. Tremendous is not the word. From friends, from family, to some crazy friends. One of them is in fact sitting in this hall right now. Mad woman, Preeti Kole, my 3 a.m. buddy. We are in a WhatsApp group, my college friends, who have been with me in the ICU for those 12 hours, 24 hours, days when I've been down and out. These WhatsApp messages have helped me survive. My family, my friends, my बच्चा. So हाँ, जिंदगी में नामुमकिन कुछ नहीं है. सोच लो तो क्या नामुमकिन है? कुछ भी नहीं. Nothing at all. So yes, on that note, please rise above. There's nothing, no problem which doesn't have a solution. It's all in the mind. Have a lovely day.